Hello guys, so this is part 2 of my new grow tent setup video. I was planning initially to have it in one video, everything in one video, but it's just too long. And today's November 1st, so basically 3 days from I finally was done with my setup. So I was done on the 29th, and but took me around 2 to 3 days to get it ready. So around the 26th, nearly a week actually, because I was doing like doing the build slowly. And yeah, 29th finally I was all done. I was able to clean up and get everything started in terms of observing and trying to check humidity levels and if the misting system is working properly. I will start first with the reservoir or the bucket, or yeah, I'll start first with the reservoir. So yeah, found a nice spot for it here. I'm still using rainwater. I'm researching about the best portable RO system. I found one in Amazon, good reviews. I might get a booster pump for it, so that I can be able to utilize use the rainwater I've collected. But right now it's just rainwater filtered through a Brita filter. As you can see there, the white thing, there's the sediment filter that was included in the kit that I purchased from MistKing. The metal bulkhead, so nearly 4 or 5 days now since I made this bulkhead, no, I'm sorry, this reservoir, and no leaks whatsoever. So of course I followed the instructions, and yeah, no leaks, really working really well. The MistKing system is more of like a plug and play type of thing. You plug in the hose, no need to tighten it, just make sure it's well placed. There's a seal within it, same with the tubings. Tubings within the nozzles, they have a mechanism which locks it in place. If you want to disconnect them, you just press this here and then you pull. You don't pull it by force. This is a really good design, very easy, as long as you follow the instructions. So yeah, from the bulkhead to this really nice pump, it's silent. The pump is silent, well designed, looks well built, strong, very strong pump. And then of course here is where the water goes through this tubing and into the tent. The tubing is about 25 feet. Yeah, it's 25 feet in the kit. At first I thought I won't have enough, or I might run out, but I have more than enough, as you can see here. I didn't trim it yet. I might make more modifications, and I want to cut it when I need to. Back here, you see all these cables still a bit messy. I tried to do a bit of cable management with stuff I bought from Amazon. I'm hoping, I'm thinking about this Ficus Burgundy. When it gets a bit bigger, I might put it in front here to cover all of this mess here, but I'm not really bothered too much about it. Also, yeah, so I want to show you the timer. So again, I have this yeah, these are timers. This one is connected to the light itself, so it runs, basically it's fall going to winter, so day is shorter and the night is longer. This one is connected to the 2 sets of fans, 2 pairs of fans I bought from Amazon. There's some intervals where they are turned off. I just want to make sure they don't get oh, there, it turned on. There, just want to show you guys there. Only for 6 seconds. Initially set it up for 8, too much mist. I set it up for 4, not much mist. But as you can see, I also just misted the plant. So with my sprayer. The mounted plants, the mounted orchids, I water them every other day. So you might see that they're more moist right now, but it's because of that. But yeah, that's the MistKing in action, and during the day it turns on at every hour and a half. Oh no, I'm sorry, every hour. So every hour during the day turns on, and during the night every 2 hours, but only 2 seconds. Anyway, back to the timer. As you can see, there's intervals here. Let me see there. There's intervals wherein it turns off. I don't want them to get worn down real quick. And also prevent overheating issues. I don't have any issues like that, but I just want to give the this stuff or these fans a break every once in a while during the day. I've had these fans for a year now, and I've had no issues. Yeah, from a previous tent, I just moved them here. These are the two fans. This one blows air from inside the tent out of the tent, and this one blows fresh air inside the tent. There's two more in there, and I'll show you those later. They have controllers, which is really cool, and both are in medium levels for the fans. And then of course there's a simple what do you call this, simple extension cord. Alright, so yeah, I'll go and talk about the misting controller. Alright, so yeah, so misting controller connected to the pump through here. Again, very simple connection, just follow the instructions and up to here. Alright, so yeah, so this system is version 5.0 from MistKing, and I have to say they have close to perfected it. What this system brings is, again, reliability. You save a lot of time. I save a lot of water since I use rainwater, and I mean, when I look at my reservoir, it doesn't even look like it used that much water in the last 3-4 days. I haven't even topped it off yet, so that's very good. For the controller, just read the instructions. I'll be honest, I got confused. I have this thing in my head wherein I kind of assumed that's how it works. That's why when I read the instructions, I was really confused. Of course, I went to YouTube, everything's there. MistKing has their own website, channel, and they showed, oh no, it's not, yeah, it was MistKing, I believe, that I watched, and they showed how the repeat cycle timer works, and I was able to sort it out. So now, right now, as you can see here, it's on the day mode. You can see the sun symbol there. Really, really cool, because by just pressing a button, the screen will light up and you can see all the information you need to see. So it says here, I run this for 6 seconds. You can run it for an hour, for how many minutes, but I just run it in 6 seconds. This is the time left before it mists again. So I run it for an hour, every hour during the day, and I have 55 minutes and 23 seconds left before it turns on again, which is really cool, because I would go up here, check the plants, and I'd see what time it will turn on again, and I'd wait for it so I can again observe and see if some of the plants are getting enough mist or others don't get any mist at all. So I've set up this this controller. What's nice is, again, you can set it up to its internal clock, that the actual time of the day, and then you can also set when the day starts, what time the day starts, and when night starts. So that's cool, because I follow the seasons here in the US. So when fall and winter comes, the days are shorter, nights are longer, and then spring to summer, days are longer, nights are shorter. So I want to follow that time frame. Same with my fish tanks. So that's nice. So again, during the day I run it every hour for 6 seconds, and at night it's every 2 hours for 2 seconds. And just to explain why, initially, so the night starts at 6 p.m. and initially I set it up to run every 6 hours during the night, which is fine. The reason I'm doing that is because I just want to make sure there's a little bit of mist, but 2 seconds is just enough to blow out a little bit, because during the night, since it's not warmer, and this is what I observed again when at night, the plants, I forgot again, transpiration, I guess that's a term. They go through transpiration, they produce like oxygen, and they also let out some moisture, and the humidity in the tent gets higher. So I have no trouble at night. But just in case there's any problems, at least I have that 1 to 2 seconds of just some slight misting. The issue I found is, so I've set it up from 6 p.m. to 12 midnight to run for 2 seconds, and from 12 midnight to 6 a.m., which is definitely fine. However, I've set it up to start the day at 7:30. Apparently, the controller will still read the setting when it last missed it. So from the night cycle, it will miss every 6 hours, from 6 p.m. to 12 midnight, and then 12 midnight to 6 a.m. After 6 a.m., it will now count another 6 hours, because that's how I set it up. Even though at 7:30, it's supposed to be the start of the day, wherein it needs to run at every hour. So that one day, I think it's on 29, I went upstairs and I checked or 29th or 30th, I went upstairs, it's already like 8, and I still have like 3 or 4 hours before it turns on. And I said, what's wrong? And I checked the settings, everything looks good. And then I figured it out that the last time it missed it was 6 a.m. And since the start of the day is still 7:30, it hasn't, what it did is it restarted the every 6 hour evening settings. So good thing I figured it out, because I thought it was defective. I guess that's just how the timer works. I guess that's the only thing that that's just the only con I can think about this controller. But there's a turnaround. So instead of just every 6 hours, I just did every 2 hours. And so the last misting for the evening cycle will be still 6 a.m. It will still read the every 2 hour evening settings, so it will miss at 8. But by 8, the day setting will kick in of every hour, so it will be every hour afterwards. Not a big deal, because I will just lose maybe 30 minutes from between 7:30 and 8 for the hourly cycle to kick in. So I hope that was clear. I actually wrote it down so that I can explain it better. But that's the only con that I can think of. I won't take it against MistKing, because as it is, this system is a 9/10. I would call it a 9/, even this early, because it just made it easier than anything else. I've been researching for years now about misting the best controllers. This is by far the best. And again, just a few days I've used this, I haven't found a system that works this well. So yeah, so that's it for this one. What's nice about this is you can press this for 5 seconds and it will turn on as long as you press it, but it will retain the settings just in case you want to miss more. So I'll show you guys. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and then I'll just turn it off like that. So that's how I was been testing the past couple of days, but now I think I figured it out. 6 seconds is really for me right now is the sweet spot for the day misting. And at night I came up here like around 10 p.m. and I cannot even see any moisture on the leaves, which is perfect because it's nighttime. I just want that quick burst of mist, and that's it. So yeah, that's it for the misting system. Alright, so I just want to show you guys, this is just a regular clear shower curtain. I have the shower hooks on the other side. I just do it this way, stretch it out. For me, I like it. I know grow tents, they're actually reviewed by a lot of hobbyists, especially cannabis growers. They don't want any light to leak through. For me, I don't care because I want to see the plants. So next we'll be looking inside the tent. So I will need to dim it a bit because it's only at 75%, but it's very bright. I'm not sure if the camera can oh, there, it's so bright. Okay, there we go. Let me lower it here, and I hope it's not too dark. I don't think it's too dark. All right, so what I want to talk about right now inside the tent, just want to show real quick again the tubing. This area here, I just I don't know what this part is called, but it there was a nozzle here. I removed it because again it's overkill having 5 nozzles, so I only have 3 right now. Found this, just connected it, and one of the nozzles, there should be a nozzle there. I removed it again and just put that elbow connector to get those cut tubing together, and the 2-in-1 nozzles that I bought separately. It's not included in the kit, and you can see there's some drip, but I didn't use the zip drip. It's not a big deal for me. So what I want to talk about, I have a list because I just like rant or talk too much. Okay, so for the tubings, they've included this in the kit. Let me see if I get a good look here. Oh, here. So sorry. All right. So in the kit, this is included. I don't know what they're called, but basically, I think if you set it up through like a vivarium, there's a way to keep it in place. And then there should be a screw there, but I just use zip tie. I'm glad that I bought the ultimate because this was included. There were several, like a dozen of this with screws. I think the starter kit doesn't have that included, so it's one of those things that again, at the time I purchased the product, I don't know if I needed it, but when I needed something, I saw it, I worked on it, and it did the job. Same thing with this one. I don't know what it's even called. I don't know if I don't know even if I'm gonna order it separately, if I know what it's for. I guess that's one critique for the MistKing website. Just the description, especially for non-DIY people, it's not as clear. So what it's for, even though I think it's for some people it's already common sense. Fortunately not for me. Same thing here. So they sent several like elbow connectors, L connectors, stuff that you'll need for multiple nozzles. So yeah, again, that's great. They included that. There's the ultimate kit for the MistKing, and they've included a lot of those stuff. Next thing I want to talk about is the fans in here. But oh yeah, so let's talk about this angled roof. In Amazon and in the VivoSun website, they call it the cubed roof. I don't know why. It's obviously not a cube, but I just want to show you guys the angled roof area here. and I'm really glad this is the one I purchased instead of the regular 6x6 by or I'm sorry, 48 by 48 by 80 inch tent, because it's flat on the roof is like literally flat. And the main thing I've learned with my triangular grow tent is that all the plants I have in here, the nepenthes and the orchids, they prefer bright light, but indirect bright light. And in a tent like this lights produces heat, and if they're too direct, it can get them to dry fast or damage the leaves. So I like the fact that in this area it seems like it has its own compartment or own room, and they're really far off from the plants, as you can see here. If it's flat, the plants here would be very, very close to the light. And same thing with the fans. I have 2 fans here just to circulate the air, and since it's angled, the air is not directly blowing through the plants. So there is air circulation, which is very important for high humidity plants in a setup like this, because without airflow, bacteria, fungus, molds can happen, which will cause rot on the plants. But since I have good airflow, this is working. I can feel it here. It's not too strong, and again, it's not directly blowing towards the plants. So that's good. So I've observed when it mists, you'll see this slight moisture on the leaves, but less than an hour they will evaporate, and then there will be the mist again, which is great. I don't want any water to stay on their leaves for a long time, because that's one of the main problems of orchids and high humidity loving plants. And of course, I've read in a lot of care guides, in YouTube videos, that's one of the main things that get orchids killed. So yeah, I just want to show you here. So yeah, really happy about this angled roof, as what I've observed in a few days. For me, it's a really great decision, and it does help in keeping all these plants healthy. Okay, now regarding this light, I've had this I guess since May. I used this on the smaller tent for the bigger pitcher plants at the time. Very efficient, reliable. The fact that it's dimmable is great. It has Samsung diodes according to the website. Apparently, for a lot of hobbyists, cannabis growers, it's one of the best, or if not the best. In here, there's a component that they call a Honeywell like chip or board, I guess. It's makes it run efficiently, cooler, or even makes the light work better for plants. So again, it's something that they put in the website, and I think a lot of hobbyists also would recommend. So that is for the fans and the light. Let me get to the next stuff I want to talk about. All right, so I'm pausing my videos because I look at my notes. I've noticed in my previous videos, I watch my own videos that I just keep talking, and sometimes it has nothing to do with the video at all. So bear with me. So next thing I want to talk about are these are cheap thermometers, hygrometers. They read the temperature and the temperature. So far I have like 74 here, and for the Fahrenheit, and 62 for the humidity. For some, that's too low, but if you notice, it's not close to the plant, so it's reading the humidity in its specific like area. However, if we go down here, this is closer to the plants. It's less it's less hot down here, and you can see 68 Fahrenheit, and the humidity is 83%. So in this area here, even though it's close to that one. I think we're around the 70s. And of course I just misted, and then we'll have the hourly misting from the MistKing system. These thermometers are pretty cheap, $10 for 4 over at Amazon. It's a hit or miss. I do test them first, like put them in room temperature. So out of 4 you'll get, so far they're doing good for me. I compare it to this one. As you can see, it's not that far off from the reading on that one. 61%, and then for the humidity in 72 Fahrenheit. This is more expensive, like $10 for one. So I'd work with the smaller ones. And yeah. So yeah, thermometer. A temperature. So temperature, I think it's better in this tent since it's a taller tent, and again I have this like compartment here, so I'm able to control the temperature. I think the highest I've seen so far is like 77 in my triangular tent, since the Mars Hydro doesn't have a dimming option, and then it's really bright, and include the part that it's closer to the plants. My temperature is like 83. The plants closer to it are getting dry real fast, but in this one I'm really happy. 77 is the highest. That's great. It won't dry out the plants way too fast. Humidity, I mean, I can work with like the 60s to the 70s. In the triangular grow tent I can go to 80s, 90s, really safe. I have a humidifier. The humidifier has more fine mist. It's literally a fog. It's just more wasteful, and in a bigger tent like this, I'd be using more with rainwater compared to what I've been using now. So I can live with this, not as humid, but as the MistKing goes for like an hourly misting, I will be able to have a consistent mist, and that's why I'm going to be really observing this, especially the mounds that has moss on it, because I like the look of it. And yeah, we'll see in a couple of weeks, couple of months, see how they do. But the important thing are the plants itself. And last I want to talk about would be the flooring. I have here a in the Dart Frog hobby they call it a crate. I don't know why it doesn't look like an egg crate to me, but basically it's a light insulation. You can find it. I found it in Lowe's. Light insulation, kind of expensive, $20 for a big piece. But I like it because it's lightweight. I can put it here, step on it. The pots are indirectly touching the floor, so if there's water pooling here, it won't reach the underneath the pots and cause root rot, and it helps in evaporation of excess water. And the other good thing about this is I've used this in my Dart Frog tank before. I made a false bottom. They're highly versatile. You can modify them, as you can see here. I have extras that I cut off, and I use them as mini shelves. And what I do is they're a bit tall enough so I can fit a used aluminum tray that my wife used for her cooking. And when I water these potted plants, the water will collect through that, and I can discard it properly and not leave too much water in here. So yeah, the brand is Plasco Light, and it works really well. I guess that's it. And I'm glad that this has been working really well for me so far. So yeah, I finished it on the 29th, so 3 days in, and it's fun. It's fun setting these things up and seeing your vision come to fruition, and then just sit here with my coffee, watch the plants. Again, I would have this all the way in here like that, and it's not the prettiest, but I'd rather see the plants, enjoy them, than close this all the way and just look at that very small observation window. So thank you guys. Appreciate the subscribers. I appreciate the likes. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them in the comments below. It's a great ride. It's been a year since I set up my triangular tent, and my collection is growing. The plants are all growing, and excited for the next year. And I definitely will add more to the collection, but I won't be buying too much, I guess. As you can see, this tent is close to being full already, so I need to be careful on what I purchase. So yeah, that's it guys. Have a good one.